All right, let's get practicing in QuickBooks Online. Grab the link below so that you can follow along. All right, so here we are in the QBO gym, and the QBO gym is really just a set of exercises that help simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. And every single month, we have it broken down into 4 different categories, and within each category, we have a set of exercises for you to complete. Usually, it's in the warm-ups, cardio, strength training, and cool-down order, but for the month of June, we have switched it up a little bit so that we can start with our strength training, which is really the section that we take a deep dive into something that is in QBO. And so we are going to focus on perpetual inventory here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the strength training for June. Up at the top, you will see a video that gives you a little synopsis of what's going on in Craig's world that month. He is our fictitious business owner, of course. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll see this quiz. It's interactive. It relates to the video that you just watched. And then finally, down below, we have all of our exercises. So today we are going to work on practicing importing products and services. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. We are going to be working in the sample company. This is where we always work. If you are not sure how to access the sample company or how to get your own free QBOA account, just click on the link below in the description. And our scenario for this one is that since his purchase of the plants in mugs to sell at farmers markets, Craig has only gotten more excited about adding retail sales to his business. He's provided a list of products that he plans to buy and carry for sale at those markets and maybe even at a dedicated retail location in the future. We will import Craig's list in order to make future entries easier. You need to click on the link underneath the animated video to download it for this exercise. So the place to do that, you're going to go back to the gym here. Here's that animated video, and here is the link that you are looking for. You're going to go ahead and click that button and get a download started of the products and services. Another note here, just be sure to complete all of the exercises in this section in the same sample company session. And that's because we're going to start off with this one, and then we're going to continue to build and build and build through the rest of the strength training section. So you really need to be working in the same sample company session and complete all exercises at one time. Okay, so we are going to start by creating new accounts. So Craig has decided to go all in on the retail side of his business. So we're going to need to set up some tracking accounts so that he can easily see each side of his business for his reports. First, we are going to create an income account that will track the amount of money Craig makes from retail separately from the money he makes from his landscaping and design work. So for step 1, we're going to click on Accountant Tools and select Chart of Accounts. So I'm going to go into the sample company here. Here is the dashboard. And up at the top here, you will see Accountant Tools. Go ahead and click on that. And under Quick Links, the Chart of Accounts. For step 2, we are going to click New because we are creating a new account. So that is this green button here. Go ahead and click on that. And then we are going to fill out the form. So the type of account, as we mentioned, is an income account. So we are going to select from the accounts up here, the income, which has this little dollar sign here. Under Save Account Under, we are going to select Income. Tax forms section, we are going to select sales of product income, which is here. And then the account name, we are going to label it retail sales income. And again, this is to distinguish the difference between his retail sales and his landscaping and design work income. All right, and then after that is all completed, you are going to click this this green Save button. And then step 5, we're going to create an inventory asset account. This type of account tracks the value of his inventory at any given time, and Craig has already set up an account like this that tracks the value of the items he uses for his landscaping business, but it would be helpful to create a secondary inventory account just for his retail products. Again, this is to help him see the difference between the sales in his retail versus his landscaping and design. So once again, we are going to click the new button. And again, this is an asset account. So we are going to, for the type of account, select assets. And that is this one here. It looks like a car or bus, whichever one you prefer. Uh, and then the save under category or save account under, you're going to click other current assets. Just keep in mind that existing inventory account that you see here is currently being used to track the value of Craig's landscaping inventory. In a real life scenario, you may want to change the name of this account to inventory landscaping so that it's more clear on reports. But in this exercise, we're not going to be doing that. Okay, so for this, save it under, we're going to do other current assets. Tax form section, we're going to select inventory, since that's what it is. And then the account name is going to be inventory retail, so that it's very clear what we are doing this for. Inventory retail, and then you're going to click the green save button. Okay, you have created your 2 new accounts in the chart of accounts. Now it's time to import the list of products that Craig gave you. If you haven't already, be sure to download the file that's under the animated video in this section, as you will need it for this portion of the exercise. So to do that, you go back to the gym. Here is the animated video, and then you're going to click on this button right here. It says Products and Services Upload. If you haven't done that already, go ahead and do that now. Okay, so step 1, you are going to click on the gear icon and then select Import Data. So the gear icon is up here on the right-hand side. And then under Tools, you're going to select Import Data. Step 2 is you're going to click on Products and Services, and that is because we are uploading a list of products for inventory. In a real life scenario, you want to make sure that the file you want to import is formatted in QBO's specifications. You can do this by downloading the sample file that they provide. The CSV file that we have provided for you is already formatted correctly. So you want to click on Browse first, find your file where you downloaded it, and then click Next. So here is in this little blue link here, the download a sample file. This is where I was talking about downloading to see how QBO has it set up. Highly recommend the first couple times you do it. It'll just make the next couple of steps so much easier for you. So I'm going to go ahead and browse, and I have my file here saved. I'm going to go ahead and open it and then click the green Next button. The next step is to match the fields or the column headings in the spreadsheet to the fields in QBO. In a real life scenario, you may need to make some adjustments, but for the purposes of this exercise, we are going to leave everything as is. So we're just going to click the Next button. But here's what I was talking about. Having that downloaded sample file, why it's so important, because if you have your fields in your document the same or very, very similar to what QBO does, it's very easy for them to map or match our column headings with what they need. And here you can see it says no match, and that just means that we didn't have something in our file that would go with this particular field. Okay, so we're going to click on the green Next button. And now that we have confirmed the fields that we are importing and matched them to QBO, the next step is to confirm the data in those fields. In a real life scenario, you may of course need to make some adjustments, but for the purposes of this exercise, we're just going to leave everything as is. But a few things to note. Track means these will be inventory products for which QBO will track the quantity on hand at any given time. And that is this column right here, that track. As you can see, everything is selected. The first item, which is the bird bath plant mug, has an initial quantity of 153. In most situations, the initial quantity would be 0, and then you would use QBO transactions to track the purchase and subsequent sale of each item. However, in our scenario, Craig had previously purchased the mugs. He purchased 200 of them in the warm-up exercises, which if you haven't done them yet, please go back and make sure you complete them. And he sold 47 of them before they were set up as inventory products. So these transactions would already be in the system. So again, if you are putting your initial quantity in, you've never sold anything with it before it's been put into inventory, you would have it as 0. But again, because he has already sold 47 of them, those transactions are in the system of the 200. 200 minus 47 is, of course, 153. And then the last thing, because it's blank in the import file, the date of the initial quantity, which is our quantity as of date, will automatically default to the date of the import. And that's the last column there. So we're just going to select the, click the import button, which is this green button down here. And there you go, 6 of 6 products and services have been successfully imported. So you know it's been done correctly. And now we're going to go over to the product category area. As you'll see in the resulting products and services list, it is in alphabetical order, and it's not easy to tell the difference between the retail products and the landscaping products and services. So we're going to set up a retail category to help keep things together and just easier for us to see. So we're going to start with clicking on the gear icon. Man, I keep saying gear icon, and select products and services, which is up here, gear icon up here. And then under lists, you're going to click on products and services. This page will appear. And now you're going to click on more and select manage categories. So here is the more button, select manage categories. And these are all the categories that currently exist. We are going to create a new one. So you will need to click the new category button, which is this green button up here. And then for step 4, we are going to label that category as retail. So go ahead and type in retail and then click the green save button. Great. And then step 5, we're going to go back to the products and services to return to this list. I need to refresh my page every time I do this. I'm not sure why, but it always requires me to refresh the page. It may ask you to do the same thing, but when I do refresh that page, you can see that it says retail, so you know that it's been added. We're going to go back to the products and services list. And then you will see all of the items, the 6 items that we just added. We need to check them, click the checkbox next to each of those items. Here they are here. This says not shown, but that just means it's not shown in this screenshot here. So you're going to have to do a little more digging. So 1, 2, 3, these are in. And if you keep scrolling down, we're going to keep looking for our other items, which the lawnmower plushie has ended up under sprinklers. The RC mini lawnmower we're going to put here. Also click here, it's under pest control, as well as the Venus flytrap plushie. So we have all of those selected, all 6 now selected. And then we're going to click on assign category and select retail. So the assigned category is right here, and you're going to click on retail. And now it says that the category retail has been assigned. And so if we scroll to the bottom, we'll notice that all of the new retail products are all grouped together. This will not impact Craig's P&L and balance sheet. It will just show up on reports related to products and services and help give him more information about the different aspects of his business in the future and reduce errors caused by selecting the wrong product if similar items are used in different parts of his business. So I'm going to scroll down here so that you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 items that we imported are right there. They are under the retail section. And that is the first part of this for importing our products and services. If you have any questions about the QBO Gym, just click on the link below. Be sure to leave the sample company session that we just used in this exercise open for the next one, which is going to be practicing purchasing inventory. And I will see you in the next video.